We have a problem. 300,000 accountants have left the industry. 75% of CPAs are about to retire. And 30% fewer people are currently taking the CPA exam. But on the other hand, AI is about to completely replace the whole industry. So that leaves us with one big question. Is becoming an accountant even worth it? By the end of this video, you're gonna have an honest answer, and it's not gonna be one that you expect. In this video, we're gonna discuss why accounting still looks like a great choice right now, the real cost of becoming an accountant, what the job is actually like, and my honest answer. If you're new here, I used to work 3 years at Ernst & Young, and I just finished up my MBA at Yale. I left the accounting industry as a whole, and this video is exactly about why. Let's start off with why accounting looks like a great choice now. And be honest with yourself that a lot of the reason why people choose to become accountants is because of comfort. It is one of the industries that is commonly stated to be a safe bet, one that's gonna have a lot of jobs in demand, one that pays a decent wage, and one that many are all too familiar with. In fact, a lot of the companies around the world require things like US audits and taxes to be done. Therefore, there's always going to be demand for accounting. I mean, everyone talks about the accounting industry as a safe bet, something that's gonna pay 5 figures to eventually low 6 figures in your career and be a good, decent bet for those who wanna develop skills working behind a computer. It truly is something that many people are bored with, but are very familiar and comfortable with doing. And that is why accounting has been such a safe bet for the past few years. I mean, if you combine the fact that a lot of upper management started off with an accounting degree, I fully understand why accounting sounds like a great idea. And that's actually why I decided to become an accountant myself, because I thought about my future and thinking about what steps would help me get there. And an accounting background was one of the strongest ways to do exactly that. But the problem is that the scene is completely different today than it was 5 years ago. And that is the mentality that I need you to adopt by the end of this video, because so many people are stuck in their old ways of thinking. And that takes me to the real cost of being an accountant. If you're an undergrad student, you're gonna go and get an entry-level job within accounting, making mid-5 figures. Nowadays, as an accountant at a company like Deloitte, Ernst & Young, or PwC, you'll likely graduate university and be paid around $75,000 depending on the industry and location that you work at. And that may seem like a good wage at first, but the problem with that number is that there's students graduating at the same exact age as you that are working in finance and making double that amount of money. In fact, many of the reasons why people choose accounting is because of 2 main reasons. Number 1, they don't know what else to do within finance, or number 2, they're lazy. Me personally, I just didn't know of a better option within finance. I thought accounting would be a great and safe bet, and something like making $60,000 to $70,000 out of college sounded like a great option. But the truth is when you look at your more prestigious classmates, the ones who decided to put in the extra amount of work those 4 years and got jobs within investment banking or in private equity, understand that these exact same students are making double what you'll be making in accounting within the first year after you graduate. Now, I realize that not all of you are currently students in university, so take that 5 to 10 years in the future. Whereas in accounting, you're gonna be making around $100,000 after 5 years of work within the industry. In private equity, you could be making $300,000 to $500,000, nearly 3 to 5 times as much. And that simple statistic should show you that the career growth within accounting is significantly limited. You are just not gonna have the same amount of opportunities and options as those available to people working in more prestigious industries. There's a reason why those jobs are so competitive, because they pay so well and line you up for a real amazing opportunity in the future when you decide to exit the finance industry as a whole. I could talk about more things like compounding benefits of making more when you're younger, but oftentimes the reasons why people pick accounting is simply because of comfort or not knowing enough. If there's one thing I could go back and tell myself back at university, it's that your time in university and early on in your career is a significant and very important time in your life. The lazier you are, the less you're gonna set yourself up for future success. Many people think of their early career as an opportunity to figure things out, but if you have the right plan from step one, you could truly be making 5 times as much within 10 years than you would if you were to simply follow what other people say. And that's exactly what I want to get at in this video, is that the real cost of being an accountant is making significantly less than your more prestigious peers. You're going to be working the same amount of hours, be treated exactly the same, and in fact have less impressive of a job on your resume within a few years of working in the industry than are the peers working at better finance jobs. The real cost of accounting is that you are simply not being paid well enough for the amount of time that you put into the job. Isn't it better that you work a little harder and go get a great career instead of one that is mediocre? And the problem is that accounting is a mediocre career. Now let me walk you through what the job is actually like as someone who used to work 3 years in accounting at Ernst & Young. In the beginning, you're going to be working as a staff, where you're expected to work nearly 2,000 hours in 1 year and do all of the menial and labor-intensive work at the firm. You're literally going to be treated as a workhorse, and as soon as you learn the basic fundamentals, are going to be expected to work 6 to 7 days a week to fulfill all the tasks you get while at the job. And the problem is this: you might be thinking that the better I get, the easier the job will become. So by year 2 and 3, it isn't going to be bad as year 1. But you are making a big mistake. The problem is, the better you become, the more work you get and the more responsibilities you are given. And oftentimes, the people who work in accounting, particularly at higher end firms, do not know how to speak up for themselves and limit themselves to the amount of work that they get. So the problem with this is that you're going to be getting more and more work and be putting in hundreds of hours every month simply to keep your job. And combine that with the fact that there's a bunch of layoffs within the industry, not only are you going to be fearing keeping your job, but you're going to have to work harder and harder than anyone ever had to keep your role. As soon as you become a senior, you think that things might get a little bit better. And truth be told, they do get a little bit better, but not in the way that you think. You're still going to be doing a lot of preparation work, and how lucky you get just depends on the staff you are assigned. If you get a staff who is not a high performer, you're going to be picking up their slack. So you're going to be reviewing others' work as well as doing the job of the staff that you used to do a few years ago. So you're going to have double the amount of work. It truly all depends on the team that you're put in and the industry that you're put in. And let me give you a little secret as one who was in the career for 3 years. How difficult this job truly is going to be for you depends on your vertical, depends on your location, and depends on the teams you are working in. I've worked with several seniors and several staffs and managers, etc. during those 3 years. And some teams were excellent and other teams I just didn't want to be a part of any longer. But that's not your choice, unfortunately. And so that is the real truth of what being an accountant is like. You're going to be putting in a lot of hours, and you're going to be expected to continue performing at a very high pace, even though you're given more and more work. And how good of a job you do doesn't only depends on you, but it also becomes luck of the draw in terms of what teammates you are placed with. So the part that you've been waiting for, which is my honest take on the accounting industry as a whole. And I gotta tell you a few important things before we get to that final answer. First, I want you to realize that if you're working a certain amount of hours per week, you should be paid as much as you can for that job. If one job is paying you $30 an hour and another job is paying you $60 an hour, go and strive for the $60 job. And when I think about accounting in this case, accounting is that $30 job, whereas something like investment banking, consulting, or private equity is that $60 job. If you want a safe bet, there's going to be a lot of jobs available. However, and this is a big caveat, in the next few years, a lot of the accounting jobs are no longer going to exist. It feels like everyone's lying to themselves, and that is exactly what I'm going to be talking about in my next video. But expect a lot of layoffs, expect AI to fully automate the job that many staff and senior members used to do in the past, and expect for the labor market within accounting to get 10 times harder than what it is today. All of these big companies like Ernst & Young, PwC, and Deloitte employ thousands and thousands of individuals, but these same people are going to be struggling with finding a job in a few years to come. So my honest answer is that you're not being paid nearly enough that you should be, and also you're already going to be struggling with understanding if you're going to have a job in the next few years. And so with that reason, I do not recommend accounting as a whole. And this is coming from someone who worked at Ernst & Young for 3 years and currently has a CPA. When I went to my MBA program, I really had an opportunity to see what incredible finance careers there are out there and how you could be making so much more money if you play your cards right. So if you want to find out the secrets I learned at one of the best business schools in the world, at Yale Business School, then subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next one.